And the Women in Material Science and Engineering is a talk that they have every year at the spring meeting, and it's a key feature. I'm joined by the keynote speaker, Seung Min Jane Han. Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, good to see you.
Congratulations, yes. And
Thank
we understand that you're going to have a two-part talk. One that's going to be technical about the Metal-Graphene Nanolayered composites. Tell us about that one first.
Oh, sure, yeah. So my work is in the area of Metal-Graphene nanolayered composites. So these materials have very interesting mechanical properties. So having the graphene layered into the metal, then you can get quite a bit of strengthening effect. And also it is able to, I guess, stop crack propagations. So it has interesting mechanical properties for various engineering applications. So I'll be talking about the progress in that field of research that I've been part of for the past probably 10 years or so.
Oh, okay. What are some of the applications that we would recognize?
Yeah, so the first area is because it's able to stop crack propagations, we're thinking about replacing some of the copper metal serpentine lines for interconnects. So if we replace it with, for example, copper graphene, then we're able to stop crack propagations. And so then we could use it for more extreme, I guess, with better reliability for extreme strains that are imposed onto the material. And another application is actually for military materials. So graphene is excellent material for absorbing shock energy. So if we layer metal with graphene, then we think it will be very well suited for some of the like bulletproof materials. And
you were actually meeting chair for the MRS spring meeting last year, and it had to be virtual, obviously, because of the pandemic. Isn't it nice to be back in person?
Yes, it's very nice to be
I know with scientists, it's nice to collaborate in person. It's just a different dynamic, but do you think the hybrid model is something that's going to stay for good?
Yeah. So I think, with this meeting as well, I'm organizing the joint symposium between a Korean Institute of Metals and Materials and MRS. But we have speakers who prefer the virtual setting. So I think certainly the virtual has its advantages. For some of the international speakers, you don't have to travel as.
They probably have demanding schedules,
right.
Yeah.
So it fits into schedule more easily. So there's benefits there, but I think I would prefer in person.
Well, and you're in Hawaii, so.
Yes, I was glad that I was able to come.
Good, I'm glad. And you do work with the Korean Institute of Metals and Materials.
Yeah.
And that's an important partnership with MRS. Tell us about the benefits of those two societies.
We were able to do a MOU between the two societies. And we have a lot of participants here joining us at the Hawaii meeting. So I think it's providing a nice platform for global interactions for both scientists from both societies. So.
Yeah, no, that's great. And just lastly, this is of course a Women in Materials Science and Engineering talk. How far and how much contributions can we celebrate in terms of women in the field?
Yeah, so I'm actually talking about the the development of the women faculty member, proportions in Korea. So I think Korea has come far ways since when I first joined as a faculty member. So I'm hoping that my explanations will it will serve as hopefully as a motivation to bring up the more participation of women as scientists in the field of material science.
Yeah, and it's nice to see role models like yourself. So thank you so much, Seung Min Jane. Meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoying the rest of the conference.
Thank you.